Today I'm going to pour myself a cocktail with no alcohol. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. If you've ever been looking for whiskey without alcohol, well, then this is it. Now, that by itself is really what this is. This is by Monday, and this is a non-alcoholic whiskey. And I saw this, and I was thinking, what? Because I definitely enjoy whiskey sometimes, but I feel like alcohol sometimes is the fun part of it as well. But I can see that there might be times when you don't want alcohol in your whiskey or your libation. Now, the reasons you might want that is because maybe you have some people that don't drink. Maybe you have someone who is going to be your designated driver for the night. Or, in my case, we actually had a little celebration in our office to celebrate a new client, and we didn't want to bring in alcohol, just to avoid any issues with that. And so what we wanted to do was make some mocktails, and now, instead of just fruity, juice-based mocktails, you can have something that potentially tastes like an alcoholic drink, except you just don't get any alcohol. Now, this is really interesting. It's kind of a premium product. I will say, based on the look, I love this gold foil look here. The label looks great. This is also 750 milliliters, so it's basically the same size as any whiskey bottle. It's got a nice shape. I mean, it's like kind of my Koval whiskey. It actually has a wooden cap right there, so everything about this looks like whiskey. Now, I could not find this anywhere on their website, but I think they actually distill whiskey and then remove the alcohol. Even though this gets shipped directly to you and you don't have to be 21 apparently, because nobody asked me for my signature, it does have just a trace amount of alcohol in it, but not enough that it has to be regulated like alcohol, apparently. In fact, I think on their website they said it has about as much alcohol as a ripe banana. So that leads me to believe that they are distilling whiskey and then removing the alcohol from it. I actually don't know what that leaves me in terms of taste and texture and aromas, but we are going to find out. So I'm just kind of curious if this is something, one, you can even drink sipping, or if it's strictly meant for mixers, just to kind of give you some of that whiskey taste. So I'm just going to pull this out here. One thing I did notice, especially after it shipped, is that I'm getting bubbles up here. Now, you can get bubbles in whiskey too, but it seems like it has more bubbles than my actual whiskeys. Now, I'll tell you what, it has a strong flavor. I mean, it kind of smells like dates or raisins. I mean, it's very strong, and I kind of wonder, if you distill this, do you try to like over oak it or something to kind of put all of that scent and flavor in there? I mean, I actually don't know if they are aging this in oak barrels or something. I kind of feel like they are adding things in to give it that flavor and smell and look. I would say that it definitely looks darker than most whiskeys to me. So let's just go ahead and pour some in here. Now, as I mentioned, I think that this might be intended for mixed drinks. Can you drink it straight like this or on the rocks? I mean, do you want to do that? I mean, I would do that with a nice whiskey, but is this something that you're going to want to do that with? I mean, I feel like they could do all sorts of things to kind of replicate this, from adding caramel and maple syrup and date juice and all of that kind of stuff. But right there, like I said, it definitely has a darker color than most whiskeys. And smelling it, it smells more herbal or spicy than a whiskey. Not so much of that oaky, and certainly not kind of that punchy alcohol smell, which you would expect to be missing. It smells almost more like a sherry to me, something more in the fruit-based drink category. All right, let's try it. All right. Wow. I would not confuse that for real whiskey at all. However, it's funny because this gets pretty rave reviews about how it tastes and how close it is in terms of replicating the actual whiskey taste that you get. But first of all, it's actually pretty watery, and it's very spicy on the back end. So I don't know what they're putting in here to make this look and smell more like a well-aged, well-oaked whiskey. But it's something. I mean, it's kind of got this indistinct burn, like you might get from alcohol, but more like a spice. Maybe something like a cinnamon or even a capsaicin or something like that. It almost has a little bit of like a jalapeno type of burn to it. Not where I'm breathing fire or anything, but when you drink whiskey, you kind of expect that kind of afterglow of the alcohol kind of overwhelming you to some extent. And they're doing that, I think, with some sort of herbs or bitters, something like that. It's almost a little bit sour on the initial take up, right on the tip of my tongue. You know, again, to me, I didn't drink this and think, oh man, this is whiskey. And it almost tastes like it has alcohol in it. I think what they're doing here is they're kind of looking at different flavor notes that most whiskeys will have and then trying to reproduce that in the aggregate here. Is it good? Well, I would say that this is not something I'm going to drink straight up. I noticed on their website they make a gin and a mezcal, and I think they actually say the gin and the mezcal can be served by itself. And I was a little surprised that they didn't say that about the whiskey. So I don't think they mean for you to drink this by itself or even over ice or anything like that. I think that they mean for this to be a mixer without the alcohol. So if you were going to make yourself an old fashioned or a Manhattan or something like that that would take whiskey, I think that this is a good substitute for that, because there are other things going in here, you know, maybe some vermouth or some aromatic bitters or whatever it might be, right? So you're kind of using this as a base with that flavor profile. But in terms of just drinking this, yeah, I wouldn't do it. It's just way too fruity and watery for me. It's not kind of that warming, smooth, caramel, woodsy, smoky taste I get from a whiskey. But I think if I were to make this into a mixed drink here with some other stuff, a Don Draper Manhattan or something like that, this would probably be just fine. So for making mocktails, I think the Monday whiskey here with no alcohol is probably going to be fine. For drinking something straight up or on the rocks, I wouldn't do it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I ain't your mama. But yeah, I don't see myself like desiring this straight up. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and bust out some other stuff and make myself a mixed drink here. Throw in probably an old fashioned. But at least there is an alternative here if you want to make sure that you aren't under the influence of alcohol. I usually am. But maybe it's drinking during the week at a work event with someone that you are being sensitive to their needs of having no alcohol. I think that this could be a good option for you and still provide you the opportunity to participate, have a night out, not necessarily stand out, in a good way. So if you want to drink whiskey, but not end up running around naked with your underwear on the top of your head, I might try out Monday. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever thanks to Peter. Peter Von Panda. Peter Von Panda.
So I'm just going to pull this out here. One thing I did notice is that